Um, I am excited to be here. I am excited to share with you some information. And this is related or directly related to coaches and healers and mentors. And the reason why I'm sharing this information is because I am hearing a lot of information of people. Hello, Guillermo, ¿cómo estás? I'm also live on Instagram. So I'm hearing a lot of information of people that are actually saying that they're not making any sales, they're having a hard time converting clients. And usually they are, my ideal client is people that are healers, coaches, and mentors, right? And the only bridge that we need to gap is the one that you are enough and learning or teaching you how to give really good results to your clients so that not only do they come back, but that they have such a transformation in their life that they are excited to work with you again or to refer other people to you. So I want you to know that it starts from within. And we can say this until we turn blue in the face, but that's the absolute truth. So whatever you believe is achievable is what you're going to achieve. When we have a gap between what we believe is achievable and what we manifest or what we see happen in our life is because we are lacking clarity. And clarity in an energetic point means confidence in our offer, in our service, in our product, mainly in the transformation that we give. So I have said this over and over again, and I will repeat it again. As women, especially, we need to think or we need to believe that we are creating an impact with what we are doing, right? So we have to believe and we have to be convinced that we are creating an impact with the offer, the transformation, the service that we are offering, or whatever it is that we have. So here's what I want you to know. First of all, the first thing that you need to understand is that if you are in the spiritual, I don't want to say industry, but in the spiritual arena, if you are a coach, a healer, somebody that offers transformation to other people, and you are out of alignment, meaning you don't believe that your service, product, or offer is going to be transformational to other people, it's going to be really hard for you to sell that. And that starts with becoming aligned with your offer, product, or service. And what does becoming aligned with your offer, product, or service mean? You need to believe, starting from day one, that this is going to transform somebody's life. And being aligned means you understand that somehow this is what you're supposed to be doing. It is your mission or your vision. So all the chatter called limiting beliefs or resistance that comes up constantly, you can't do that. It's not working. No one is buying. My sales or my offer is not giving the results that I want to my clients, needs to at some point be shut down, right? And how does it get shut down? Through clarity. I want you to know that if your belief is that for the next few months you're going to be out of clients, that it's very hard to get clients, that it's very difficult, that nobody is buying, I am going to debunk that belief right now. And the reason or the way that I'm going to debunk that belief right now is very simple. There's something called a collective consciousness, and this goes for any arena in any business. And a collective consciousness means a lot of people think of that, a lot of people think of the same things, and it creates a bigger thought form or a collective consciousness, right? Now we are entering Thanksgiving, and then we're going to enter Christmas and New Year's. And what is everybody thinking? I need to change my life. What did I do the last 12 months? How can I improve the way that I have been doing things? I People are kind of fed up, right? If they didn't have a clear path, they didn't achieve goals, they didn't get the results that they wanted. Hold on one second. Marce, bájele porfa al televisor. They didn't achieve the results that they want. So what are people saying? What are they doing? They're like, I need help. What am I going to do? How am I going to get to the next step? What is coming next? That is where you come in. Okay. So the first thing that I want you to know is I'm going to give you 3 tips that I would use right now if I wanted to see an increase of sales, an increase in money, an increase in clients, and an increase in confidence. The first thing is you have to understand that if you are, and you are a spiritual being. Like nobody escapes from that. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that is the truth. That you need to surrender some type of control that you have, and that those limiting beliefs that are keeping you from creating an irresistible offer, besides technology overload, and I don't have all the automations, and I don't have all the emails set up, and I don't have all the landing pages and all of that. I am here to tell you that I am proof that even though that is very good and it's a way for you to measure the success or the growth in your business, it is not the only way in which you can make money and increase or start growing your business exponentially. Okay. How do I know that? Because I am living it, because I am part of this process that I'm telling you now. So, usually when somebody comes to me, I'm going to be super honest with the way that I sell. And I'm super honest just so that you can say, if she can do it like that, then there is no reason why I can't do it. And the way that I sell is through videos. And before I do a video, I always set my intention. And my intention and your intention and everybody's intention is a belief that you put out into the universe, believe it or not. And if you are aligned with it, that is exactly what you obtain. So my intention is that when you come here to one of my videos, to one of my lives, I have no emotional connection to whether you're going to buy or not. My intention is that I am so confident in this message that I'm giving you, because it's based on my experience, that you're going to change your train of thought. So instead of thinking, I can't do it, I can't sell, it's not working for me, I don't know where my clients are coming from. For example, today's intention would be, after you leave this, I am so excited. I am so fired up. I am so creative. I have an energetic download, and I am going to move forward in doing what I need to do. Because that means that you moved energy and you created a new sense of awareness, a new level of awareness, a new level of mind. That is all. That is all my intention. I don't have an intention to come sit here and sell something to you, or do something to you, or say something for you to buy. I understand and I am in full alignment with my product or service being of transformational in a certain area of your life. That is why the most commonly, it's very common that you reach out to me and say, I am ready for your product or service. And I am ready for your product or service and I want to move forward. That's usually how it happens, right? The first thing that I want you to know is that now people are wanting life coaching. They're more open to holistic coaching. They're more open to you being a guide and taking them from A to B. Again, not from A to Z, from A to B. So if I had no following, if I was just somebody that wanted to see a bigger growth, that wanted to create some momentum and movement in my business, what would I do? The first thing that I would do as a healer, as a coach, as a guide, as a mentor is I would either create a workshop geared towards helping somebody get from point A to point B. Vanessa, what do you help healers get from? I help healers get from confused to a clear offer that they put their confidence in and that they create based on their clients' needs in order to generate really good results for their clients. That is what I do, right? That's what I do. Okay. So I tell my clients, this is what you offer based on your knowledge and your experience, and this is how you should create it. What do I include in that? A lot of energetics. Why? Because you never have a marketing problem. You never have a business coaching problem. You always have, in my opinion, an energetic blockage. Always. Because so without, so within. As within, so without. So the first thing that I would do is, in this search for any industry, I would create a workshop, a 1 day workshop. And then before you say, oh, I don't have automation, I don't have a sales page, I don't have a landing page, I don't have whatever it is, technology overload, perfection paralysis, you created the workshop in a Zoom setting. You sign up for Zoom, which is $14.99, and you create a workshop to help people understand and give them tools as to how your service and your experience and your expertise is going to take them from A to B. Anything outside of that is called resistance. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if they're going to buy. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And that is a story that you continue to tell yourself. I would price it from 47 to 97. Why? Because that's a low ticket offer. That means that you don't have to have a huge following. You could literally post this on your social media and do 1 or 2 or 3 videos and have about a round of 10 or 20 people. The second thing that I would do is I would do a course of 5 to 6 weeks. You want to make sure that when you're doing a course that I'm not going to confuse you with this. I would do it in a Facebook group, which is completely free. It's a completely free group. I would put my participants, my clients in that group, and I would teach it via StreamYard or Zoom, which are very inexpensive options. When they finished, I would ask them for feedback done in a Google Doc, and that feedback would help me for the next round. Oh, but I need to create a landing page, a sales page. Nobody's going to join me. Nobody's going to do this. Nobody's going to do that. I wonder what came. Oh, my Wayfair order. I just saw it here. Okay. That is just our own limiting beliefs. It's our own limitations. Yesterday I was talking about, and Dara said it. I don't know if she's watching, but Dara said, I also feel that I have a fear of success. So she's very successful and she's fearful in moving forward. And the same thing is happening for you right now. If this is your first round or if this is your first rodeo and you are feeling like, oh, I'm not sure if I can do it. Guys, everything that's big started small. Like you either have the option to go for it and go with that beautiful trust that everything is working out in your favor and everything is going to kind of fit the puzzle pieces, or you just stay stuck and you start again the new year in the same place that you started last year. Like there's no other option. You don't have a third option. You either go for it and you understand that it's resistance that's holding you back, or you don't complain about it because you can't complain about the results that you didn't get from the work that you didn't put in. What you have, your magic wand, is that you are dealing with energetics. And energetics means that everything literally based on your thoughts and your feelings about it kind of fall into place. So you can't continue to complain that you're not moving forward if you're not moving forward. That's not how it works, especially not when you're growing a business. You kind of start moving forward, and as things come up, you have energetic tools that you're like, I know this is just part of resistance because I've never done this before. I know that accessing the new level of income in my life might make me think that I'm going to have more responsibilities. But is it a universal truth that more money means more freedom? Yes, it is. Is it a limiting belief that more money means more responsibilities and more bad things? Yes, it is. Do I know other people? Can I create that level of freedom for myself? Can I create that level of awareness? You can if you believe in energetics, and the energetics is what you are. There's no lack of belief there. It's what you are. The third thing that I'm going to tell you is this: when somebody is now the first one is a workshop, a 1-day workshop, $47 to $97. You can host it through Zoom, you can host it in a Facebook group, you can do it on a Facebook Live if you wanted to. I wouldn't do it more than 2 hours. We have the attention span of a goldfish, so shortly after we get into somebody's attention, then we disperse and we lose our train of thought. The second thing is a course, right, on teaching somebody how to, and you have to be real. Okay, guys, one of the things that I see with healers and coaches and things like that, and even when I was a long time ago, I'm sorry, I want to clean this for a second, it's bothering me. A long time ago, I was an esthetician, and my specialty was lymphatic drainage and body contouring, right? And imagine me going to somebody and telling them, with one massage, you are going to lose weight. I'm going to allow you, I'm going to create a lymphatic drainage that is going to remove all your fat cells or destroy them, or whatever word you want to use. Like, people are going to be like, maybe I'll get 1 or 2 clients. But in reality, especially if you're in an arena of transforming someone, and I want you to know, and I'm going to say it again, a coach, a healer, a mentor is somebody that creates a container for somebody where you as a coach see that person's highest self, what you imagine that person can achieve and believe based on your experience, and you hold that for that person, which means when your clients come back and they're like, I couldn't do it, because you have to have the balls to be like, you couldn't do it because this is the energetic block. This is the story and the frequency that you continue to repeat to yourself, and you have an option. You move forward and you see results, or you stay where you are at. And then you can use other techniques, right? Like planting the seed or planting the picture of the future, which is very helpful. It's exciting. It's pretty amazing. And it works really well, right? In my experience, it's worked really well. Obviously, energy healing, when you remove energy, congestions of energy from the person's chakras, what happens? You have more availability. You have more space for what? For them to do what they're supposed to do: creative, feeling grounded, receiving more money, holding more money, feeling that they are energetically connected. and so on and so forth, right? Why is it cool? Why is it important? Why does it work to have a container like a Facebook group for people to, um, for you to develop that transformation? Because when you create a container, an example, the Confident Healer is my signature program, and I help healers, coaches, and mentors become confident in the results that they give their clients. Why? Because that's the only way that you're going to grow a successful spiritual business. There's no other way, right? And limiting beliefs of if I'm spiritual, I need to be poor is something that I'm not even going to go into that, because we already have passed that. We are already on another level of that. Okay, that's not what we're going to do, and that's not where we're going to go right now. So you have to be honest with thinking, how long is this transformation going to, like, how long is it going to take, right? Is it going to take 6 weeks? Okay, so I create a course, a free Facebook page. I don't need to know anything about technology, just creating a group. Then I provide value in that group. I do in a PDF or in a Google Doc. These are the weeks, these are the times, these are the dates that we're going to meet, and this is what I'm going to offer each week, right? For you to have a level of awareness or to understand what is blocking you from A to B. Then the next week from B to C. Then the next week from C to D. You need to understand that people take a little bit of time to anchor and create those transformations, right? Especially if you're a healer or coach. The longest that it takes is as long as it takes you to believe that you can do it. And nobody is going to come and do that for you, because that is kind of the price that you pay when you're building a business. No, nobody's going to come and build your business for you. They're going to give you the skills, they're going to give you the knowledge, and then you take action. How many people have we heard that they never took action and never reached their goals or their highest and fullest potential because they were afraid of what other people thought, or because they were afraid that they weren't enough? So you need to understand that those thoughts are just resistance, and continue to move forward. I would, if you are a true healer and you know the power of energetics, and that is what you're, the transformation that you are offering, ask yourself, who am I speaking to? And this is how you know, either you have been through it and you have kind of ended up on the other side with a positive note, or you have given your clients those results. Don't be afraid to dig deep, right? A lot of the clients that I know say things like, I can't imagine making that amount of money. I can't imagine charging that amount of money. That's a lack of confidence in them. It has nothing to do with clients not paying. There's an abundance of people looking for your service. There's an abundance. You're going to tell me that you are going to help me transform my life, that you're going to allow me to move past my limiting beliefs, and that I will not give you my credit card. You are completely mistaken. That's not true. Of course, the person will. The third way that I would offer or create an offer that will sell during the holidays, that it's going to help you create momentum in your business, is a gathering, right? And you want to make this, and I left it for my third option because I think this is a way to get your feet wet. It's a way to get feedback, but I don't think it's the most sustainable model. Just like I don't think one-on-one sessions is a very sustainable model. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't think it's a very sustainable model. But if you want to create that community, if you want to create that momentum, then you start there, right? I want to invite you to start either with a workshop or with a course. And it doesn't have to be 6 months, 3 months. It doesn't have to be anything longer than 6 weeks, 4 weeks, where you split up your content and you teach them what it is that you want to teach based on your knowledge. And if you only want to charge a lower amount to get started, you can do that. But I'm going to tell you something. At the beginning, it sounds really good to charge a small amount. It sounds really good because you have your own limiting beliefs that tell you that they won't pay you more. When you have to sit and do the work, and when you have to actually not only do the work, but be present, that takes energy from you. And that is where one on one or lower ticket offers don't sound so amazing. When you have to sit and when you have to do the work of a program that you're running on Facebook that is 6 weeks and you charge less than $100 or less than $200 or less than $300, and then you have to sit and do the work, and then you have to upload all the PDFs and do all the things, that no longer sounds so amazing because energy is involved in everything that you do. So for the next 6 weeks until the new year, and then in the new year, I think I turned in the right time. Hi. It always happens like that, doesn't it? So listen to this. As healers, as coaches, as mentors, as guides, this is my busiest time of the year. Okay. I had to hire a new team member today because I am booked. I am booked. I am booked. My clients from the beginning of the year now want more one-on-one sessions, right? Meaning I am not selling you a one-on-one session. Yes, I'm so happy for you. I'm not selling you a one-on-one session. I am selling you one-on-one coaching, which is different. It's higher price where we spend together about 3 months and we work weekly, because when something comes up, you need to debunk it, meaning you need to create that different level of awareness for the person to be like, "Oh, that's right, let's go, let's keep on going." And if you incorporate energetics, they've had amazing results to the point that they're now like, okay, I want to set some goals for the new year. I want to accomplish them. It worked really well at the beginning. Let's do this again. So that's kind of my highest level, right? That's who the majority of my time goes to. Why? Because it's a higher offer. I have to dedicate more energy to it. If you do a workshop or if you do an offer in Facebook and you are afraid to charge, it sounds good today because you get 10 people and they pay you $100. That's $1,000. It sounds good today. Today it sounds good. When you're going in there and you're uploading you are uploading the content and you are uploading the PDFs and you're doing that extra work, you're going to see that what you did was, because of your belief that they wouldn't pay you more, you put yourself in a situation where you in reality are not making money because of the amount of time and energy that you have to dedicate to that. And that was something that I did at the beginning of my career, and I will never do that again. And I don't want you to make that mistake. Save your time in that. The person that is going to pay for your offer or your product or your service is somebody that you speak to, and you don't speak to everyone. You can try to, but you don't speak to everybody. And is somebody that you're going to help them get from point A to point B. From point A to point B. What does that mean? It means that if you are a coach and a healer and you come to me and you say, I don't know how to package my offer, I'm going to tell you, perfect. I know exactly how to package an offer for the person to buy from you, right? Then you go and you do the work, meaning you show up, you offer your product or your service, and your confidence level starts increasing as each round goes because you get feedback. And then based on that feedback, there's language from your ideal clients that are going to help you connect even more. You're going to see what worked really well, what didn't work really well. Okay, there's like kind of a science, but I don't want you to think that that notion of a science is something that's going to hold you back. The purpose of this life is to get your creative energy flowing and for you to think, how can I really help someone? If I do Reiki, how can I improve somebody's relationship or somebody's health or somebody's wealth? Because those are the three reasons why we buy: health, wealth, or relationships. So if you are somebody that says, because of me doing Reiki and learning energy, I have been able to improve my relationship with my husband, then that is who you would speak to. Women that want to improve their relationship using holistic tools. Instead of going to, or in addition to going to therapy, you're going to teach them how it is that Reiki improves your heart opening, and I'm just giving examples, and makes you more loving and more compassionate, and that allows you to see people in a different manner, and therefore the energy that you give out is the energy that makes other people contagious, meaning your energy affects other people, and you using these tools have made you maybe not react to your husband, and that's why your relationship improved. or your relationship with your children. Or if somebody, one of my clients, we were talking about soul contracts, and she was saying how it improved her relationship with her daughter. How many parents will not pay you hundreds of dollars to help them and give them the tools to improve their relationship with their children? Hundreds. Like, there's an abundance of them, especially if you have social media, especially if you have Facebook. And then I only have about 4 more minutes, but this is what I want to say before I leave. Today, brain dump. If you are new in the spiritual, I don't know, industry or arena, RTT is a niche in itself, but it can be applied to all areas: health, wealth, and relationships. So how can I speak to my ideal client if I don't niche with the type of person, but with the type of therapy? So here's the thing. We learn at a 7th grade level. So I know what RTT is, but not everybody knows what RTT is, right? So I know, for example, what pranic healing is, but I can't speak to my clients and say, I'm going to do pranic healing on you in order for you to remove the congestion of energy that is blocking you from your next level of success. What I need to do is tell them, when we have a session, and if you are worried that you're not confident enough and you're not growing your healing business because you're not confident enough in the results that you give your clients, or because technology overwhelms you, then I'm going to give you the tools in order for you to address the technology overwhelm, which right now would be create a free Facebook group and hold your group in there, or your session or your offer. And one of the tools that I use is I remove congestion energy so that you're more creative and you are more active, and physically you feel better. So if I tell somebody, people don't buy generic, and you can try it out, right? These are just things that worked for me. It works for my clients, but you can definitely try it out. So for example, if you think that telling someone RTT is going to help in all areas of your life, that is not a compelling enough reason for me to give you my credit card. That sounds like something really amazing, but it's not. I will say thank you. That is so awesome that you are a RTT practitioner. That sounds amazing, but that's not going to move me to give you my credit card. And in reality, pranic healing works for everything, but the reason why you want to dig a little bit deeper and see how you can help a specific area of people, my concepts work for any women building a business. It works best and amazingly incredible for healers, coaches, guides, or consultants, right? In the holistic arena. If I speak to everyone, not everybody in the same arena has the same pain points. So if I tell everybody in corporate or people building a business that with pranic healing, they're going to get to their next level, that's not my ideal client. So for you, for example, I don't want to niche with the type of person, but with the type of therapy. So something broad would be like people that are looking for holistic tools to improve an area of their life. Because here's the thing, we are not here to improve every area of your life. You're not here to improve people's the whole life. You're here to improve one area that is going to reflect in the other areas of their life. So if I teach you how to be a confident healer and make more money, you're going to be a present mom and a present spouse. Because based on my experience, when you have money problems, you are stressed. And the last thing that you want to do is deal with your husband or deal with your children because you are so worried about how you're going to make the next month's bills. So if I teach you how to cover one area of your life, it will affect all other areas of your life. But if I tell you, I am going to teach you how to fix all areas of your life, you're going to be like, I don't even know what area exactly it is that I need fixing in. And I don't even know exactly how to go from point A to point B. So what I would ask is, how did RTT help you? I'm responding to your happy doc. What is your name? I know that we talked before, but I can't remember your name. Thank you. That makes sense. Yeah. And if you give me a little bit more information, I can maybe give you a little bit more clarity. And I like to do this live because usually when one person has a question, John Javi. John Javi, I hope I'm saying it correctly. And usually, one person's questions is everybody's questions. That's how we're like in a collective energy. So, for example, if you, what has RTT helped you for? If you want to give me that example, I can help you kind of bring a little bit more clarity into that. That's exciting. I love doing that. It's like my favorite thing to do. And remember that people buy based on something that they need. It helped me with PMDD. PMDD, I'm not familiar with that. Let's see, this is going to work. This is going to help all of us because it's like a live coaching session and you guys can get that. And confidence to become a more confident doctor and entrepreneur. Okay, so that is perfect. PMS. Okay, perfect. So you have like a lot of arenas, which is super cool. Here's what I would say. RTT is, and I'm just giving this as an overview to my audience. So RTT is hypnotherapy, and it's taught by Marissa Peer, and she is one of the leaders. She is one of the leaders. I hope you guys can hear me because it's my dad calling. She is one of the leaders in psychotherapy, and she's amazing and incredible. And our happy doc over on Instagram is a practitioner, and she used that therapy, she used that modality, she used those skills that she learned in RTT to help in. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. I tell him all the time, but I don't know. Okay. Okay. Live. I'm coming. This is going to help you guys. Okay. So she used RTT, right, to help her with PMS syndromes and how to become a more confident entrepreneur and a doctor. Hello. Okay. Sorry, every time I get a call, my phone, the audio on my Instagram goes out, but it doesn't matter. I am here and I'm excited. We're going to answer your questions. So, Happy Doc, which I love that username on Instagram, says that RTT, which is a holistic, it's a holistic healing modality or hypnotherapy, which rewires the brain, but that's beyond. So, it helped her with bad PMS. It also helped her to become a more confident entrepreneur. And it helped her become a more confident doctor. She's an eye doctor, right? Jahavi, an eye doctor, I believe so. Okay. And a more confident doctor. So there is different routes that she can take. One of them is, now that she's a confident doctor, yes, I remembered. Now that she is a more confident doctor, what does a more confident doctor mean? Somebody that is more assertive in their clientele, in their clients, in their patients, so they can tell them like, this is your diagnosis and this is the area of treatment. And they give out this energy of, okay, I'm in the right place with the right person and this person is going to help me, right? So they give, what is she giving the client? She's giving them hope, and she's planning for them, she's planting the seed for them in the future to have amazing results. That's what a confident doctor in general does, without saying that they don't know what they're doing, but that's just like the emotional part of it. The second thing is, she can very well see if this is an area where doctors are doctors not confident? Are doctors looking for external validation? I'm not sure. But these are questions that you can ask yourself when you're going to create an offer. Would that be my best ideal client? I don't know. Can I have boundaries at work, more happy and present in my clinic? That sounds amazing. That sounds a lot better, right? So doctors that maybe are what? Overwhelmed, overworked, that they have this internal belief that the more hours they work, the more money they make, that they have this internal belief that there's no balance between family time and work time, that they feel that they're drowning in their clients and patients, that they barely even have time to sit and have lunch, that the amount of work and stress that the work brings is what? Giving them, making them overweight, disconnected with themselves, disconnected with their children. When they want to get home, they probably don't even want to deal with their spouses or their children or their family life. So that is a pain point that is affecting doctors, right? Because the relationship part, we touched it there. What does that mean? Okay, yes. My problem with growing a successful practice as a doctor is that I believe that I have to spend so much time that I have no balance between my growing successful business. I have to choose, or my family time, my personal time. So maybe they're not the healthiest because they can't even sit and have a lunch. Maybe they're missing out on their children's important activities. Maybe they're not being present spouses and present parents because they have this belief that they have to overwork and they are overly tired. So things like that, exactly my contemplation. Exactly. So things like that, doctors will give you their credit card for, right? Those are pain points that they're like, yes, yes, I want to have a better balance. Yes, I want to learn. The next thing that she would do is, okay, how can I create this? How can I put this in an offer in a way that somebody's going to be like, okay, first of all, we need to know who we're talking to. So if Jahavi wants to talk to doctors, she needs to know that their modules or her way of explaining things and giving them tools can't be long. It can't be something that is 3 months. Why? Because if you're telling me that you're going to help me in how to have a balance between work and my family, and I already feel overworked, overwhelmed with all that is happening, you can't tell me that your solution takes 3 months and that it's going to be an hour each week, 3 months, because I'm telling you right now that my work doesn't even let me sit for an hour at lunch to eat my lunch in peace. So that means that I would make it something a little bit shorter where they can really digest it, give them tools that they can put into practice every single day, and then see how that starts working out. The other thing is a confident entrepreneur. So, as a doctor, she knows what the pain points of doctors are, right? Maybe they feel that they have to work so much because they have a lot of student debt. And having a lot of student debt is a burden that they carry. So, when I'm going to present to them one of the factors in why, or the motivators in why they want to take my course and receive this help, is because I am going to show you that you don't have to work and feel overly tired, overwhelmed, not present, and you're going to be able to meet your financial obligations, and besides meeting them, surpassing them. And nobody can say no, because I have seen people that are even attorneys that are also, very overworked and very overwhelmed, and high corporate executives. And when they change their energy, they change their mindset, they go beyond that limiting belief, what happens? The tangible results, which is what? More money and less time of work. It's not that the more hours I work, the more money I make. That's matter against matter. So, would I want to speak to a doctor? Um, I would want to speak to a doctor that kind of understands a little bit, or that has a really um, open mind with regards to, I would start educating my audience. I would make sure my audience is of doctors, right? Because I'm not going to tell my audience, for example, that are spiritual entrepreneurs, if you are a doctor and you feel overwhelmed, because my audience is going to be like, I'm not a doctor, I don't feel overwhelmed. So I would definitely start educating my audience, if my audience is that of doctors, on what happens when you don't have a work balance, a work life balance, how it affects your health, your children, and how it doesn't have to be like that. So I would gear my content towards them. I hope this makes sense. And make sure that what you're teaching is something that you have learned, something that you have experience in, because you don't want to sabotage yourself. If you teach something that you don't have experience in, you sabotage yourself. You're like, oh, I can't do this. I can't charge more. Yes, so helpful. Yay, I'm glad. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Let me know how it goes. What other What other? I have 2 more minutes. The Confident Healer is starting December 12th. I wasn't going to put out a black offer, a Black Friday offer, but I am going to put it because I have been receiving. I'm so grateful, so excited, so happy, thankful, all the things. Questions about you guys wanting to join this round. So I am going to put up something that I think will be pretty amazing for you guys. An offer. I'll put it up in my Facebook group. I most likely will put it up in my Instagram profile as well. I'm excited to see who starts with me the next rounds. What else? Now is the time that healers, coaches, therapists, consultants should be really busy. So there's no excuses. So if you've never done a program before, go try a 1 day workshop and educate your audience. Don't get into technology overwhelm. Live video, you just press live, you go live, you educate your audience, you do a call to action, which means if this is you, send me a message and we can set up a consult. Free consultation should not be longer than 15 minutes because they're no longer a free consultation. They're a coaching session. So that's not going to work for you. What else? What else? I think that's it. I want to see some offers put out there. I want to see some healers making more money than they have before, just so that you guys can increase your momentum, increase your impact. And I am right on time. I'm going. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I have 2 more sessions to do today. At 1, so in 3 minutes, and then at 3 o'clock. And I will be done for today. I hope that you guys leave here with a different level of mind, and I hope you put it into action. Let's put this into action. Let's see what we create. Trust that you're creating what you need to create at the exact moment. I'll see you guys tomorrow.